Just want to document this install here a little bit. Now I've had to play with this. I play with this thing a bunch of times. You know, does it look perfect? No, but it's on there, man. Every connection is on there. Now there's these little via holes above it. So the way I test this is I find the via. Let's say this first pin here is that via. It's hard for me to point, but that via right after my fingernail. I'll stick one end of my voltage meter, the tester, the prong in there, and I'll test it at the end of the ribbon cable. So obviously if it's going, you know, all the way through, then we're good, right? And I've tested every single one of them twice, and every single one goes down to the end of the ribbon cable. And I also tested for to make sure that there's no bridges, which there isn't. I've checked that twice as well. I've also gone over some of the more simple connections. Things like this, it's fine. I double checked any of the work I did on here. Like I said, when I originally took this off, the old video connector, I had a hard time getting some of these pins out, so I just left the pins in there. I don't see that causing any problems. I don't see why it would. What's the difference between the hole being empty or there being solder with a tiny bit of pin hanging out? You know, I could clip it a little down, a little more. But I got the power and the ground over here connected to where it should be. I tested all the continuity with everything with that. I made sure that none of these wires are touching any other solder points. Some work I can go back over and clean up and make look nicer, sure, but it should work. Like these two things here. Like I could clean this up a lot. This doesn't look great, but it's doing its job. All I'm doing is bridging two of the holes here to make the Xbox believe that it's in HD video mode. I guess that's what it. When you do this, it makes it think that there's an HD cable installed, like I guess a component cable or something like that. So yeah, that's fine. I tested that connection. It's made. It's not touching anything else. It's not bridged with anything else or anything like that. It's bridged where it's supposed to be. So, you know, and pretty much when I start the Xbox up, it actually boots. You know, it doesn't give me like the flashing where it does like a boot reset type of deal. I have each of the BIOSes. I have two different BIOSes that I can load from this. Each of them have a different LED color. So I can load both different BIOSes. The hacked one that goes with this, which is the default one. And then I also have a just a regular, I think it's called like an M8 Plus BIOS. And plus if you hold the eject button, it goes into the Xenium menu. I've tried all three things. It doesn't matter. So yeah, this is a 2.5.0 board that apparently has a bug with the 1.6, which this is a 1.6. So I pretty much come to the conclusion that that's the problem. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. I got to contact the MakeMhz people. I've already tried to. I sent an email. I haven't got anything back yet. It's only been like a day or two, so you know, nothing wrong with that yet. But yeah, it sucks because I've been waiting so long to do this, and now I'm just stuck with a dead board, you know. And I bought this board off eBay, this 1.6 to go with this, because my last 1.6 board was shot. So you know, I'm just spending money. And getting nothing in return here, man. Just a dead board with $150 hanging off of it. Yeah, it blows. But yeah, if anybody sees anything wrong with this, please let me know. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. I've by this time I've checked over stuff 5-6 times, man. It looks perfect. Well, not perfect. It looks like it should work, and You know, the multimeter don't lie. Everything's connected.